All right, South Georgia, welcome to another installment of What is Going On. We are in Tifton this week with the Tour de Tifton. Now, you may have heard of the Tour de France, but it is coming to Tifton with the Tour de Tifton that's being held by the YMCA down in Tiftarea. Now, if you would like to know a little bit more about this, learn how to get involved, I am joined now by Jason Bishoff. He is the CEO of the Tiftarea YMCA, just to learn a little bit more about this event. Jason, thank you so much for coming on. I wanted to start off with what exactly is the Tour de Tifton?
The Tour de Tifton is a fundraising ride here in Tifton, Georgia. It's 11 miles, 24 miles, 45 miles, 62 and 100-mile rides. You can ride all throughout South Georgia. They go all the way down to Tiftarea, up to Rebecca, and then back down to Tifton again. And riders come all the way from 9 different states. You've had riders from Canada come sometimes for this. But it's a Tour de Tifton, 15th annual this year. And love to have people involved. Of course, the registration, you can register now online at tiftareaymca.org. Or you come the day of and register at 7 o'clock, and the sign-ins for at 7 o'clock, and we kick off the ride at 8 o'clock, and it rides all around South Georgia, having a good time and a good family atmosphere here for a beautiful day. It looks like in March as well.
Bischoff said the ride was started about 40 years ago by Brent Waghorse, who would ride his bike to a farm in Tifton and invited all his friends to join along. The ride has grown now, and over 100 riders participate each year.
But it's something that, it's a lot of families get together to do this. 11-mile ride is with some moms, some dads, and some kids as well involved in it.
Registration for the ride is $50 and $55 to register the day of the ride. Bischoff says the proceeds from the Tour de Tifton go towards the 50 kids programs offered at the Tiftarea YMCA, like tutoring and the swim program.
And so this money goes to help support those kind of outreach that we do at the YMCA. We also are involved in a Learn to Swim program. Drowning is very huge, something that we want to make smaller anyways in our area. So we are a Learn to Swim program that's all second graders in Tift County and Turner County can be involved in coming to the program, and it helps them to learn water safety. If you fall in the water, what to do. If you got a friend falls in the water, what do you do? And one of the biggest questions I always have is, if a child falls in the water and if you're a friend there, what do? You throw them a towel, or you throw them a shirt to drag it back in, but don't try to reach in and grab them, because then it'll be, instead of one child in the water, it'll be 2 children in the water. And so these programs are funded by the Tour de Tifton. The funds we raise for this to go to that. So it's always a good thing to be involved in these things that we do.
Bischoff told me there will be 5 rest stops available to participants throughout the ride. The stops will have things like snacks, fruit, and Powerade. After the ride, participants can enjoy some barbecue. And new this year, the routes have been slightly changed to showcase the different scenery South Georgia has to offer.
This year, we've changed the routes a little bit on the 45, the 62, and the 100. We've got some different route changes we've done. We think, people are 15 years, road different routes that we have. We want different scenery. One thing about South Georgia, we like to show it off. I mean, we have beautiful scenery of fields and things like that, some rolling hills we have, and beautiful houses and stuff we have. We try to pick our routes out to show South Georgia. We also want the riders that maybe they're from Albany, Georgia, or maybe from Valdosta, that come up here and show off in what Tifton looks like too. And so we really try to show off our areas in that way to do that anyway. So that's something that we do, is that we change the routes a little bit every year just to show a different scenery for the South Georgia area.
And if you are interested in volunteering at the next Tour de Tifton bike ride, you can volunteer to set up or work at one of the rest stops.
And the next year kind of gets you involved in doing more in the process of planning the event anyway. But it's a whole year to plan this. And so we'd love to have everybody involved even this year, all next year as well. But we always need volunteers. At the YMCA, we're one of the most biggest, the most populated volunteer bases is through the YMCA here in South Georgia. You can contact me directly as Jason at tiftareaymca.org. That's Jason at tiftareaymca.org. Or you can call us here at the Y at 391-9622. Saturday, March 22nd, this Saturday, all starting at 7 o'clock. We'll have you there.
All right, South Georgia, and that is not the only event that is happening in South Georgia. We are taking you over to this event on Friday that is happening out of Lee County. It is being held at the auditorium in Lee County High School. It is Shrek the musical. Now, this is a pretty interesting experience, is of course support the arts and support the artistic students down at Lee County High School. It's going to be at 7 p.m. on Friday, and tickets are $15 for adults and discounted $10 for students and military. And of course, our teachers get in free. So head on out there and support our teachers and as well as our artistic youth down at Lee County High School. Our next event is out of Ashburn, is the Fire Ant Golf Scramble. So our news director, Jerry Goodman, he's very big on golfing. I am not much so. I've only done mini golf here and there. So it will be held at Waney Lake Golf and RV Park in Ashburn. And this event is going to start at 8 a.m. for registration and breakfast, and the shotgun start is at 8:30 a.m. There is a 4-man scramble that is $200 per team, and for 3 extra mulligans are allowed per team, and those are $5 each. If you want to extend your shot, that is going to be $1 per foot. You have a total of 10 feet. You can extend your shot. If you would like to sign up, head to our website, walb.com. You can get all those details, but on your screen, you're going to see a number that's going to go to the staff of Waney Park. And we are moving on to our last event that I wanted to highlight. This is something that's very important, I believe, for everyone to know. This is CPR and first aid class that's going to be held here in Albany. That is at 2400 Gillianville Road. Again, 2400 Gillianville Road, Building J, room 128. So, as we know, we do encourage people to know all these life-saving skills. So if you know someone who is in a situation where they may need CPR or first aid, you can be the one to help them. If you are interested in joining this class, it'll be $60 per person, and you can learn how to recognize and alleviate airway obstructions, as well as the signs and symptoms and corrective action for a stroke or heart attack. And all that information is going to be on our website, walb.com. I'm going to take you over there so you can see just all those details on our website, and also just learn how to be a part of it. So once you get to our website, this is kind of what the web story is going to look like. It's going to have our live stream in there, so you can watch us live on Thursday right now at 1:30 p.m. And it's going to show you pretty much everything from Friday until Sunday. This blue right here is linked. You click on that. It's going to take you either to the Facebook page or the events page, and you can just learn about how to become a part of that event and get your tickets or sign up. Again, my name is Lorenza Metley with WALB News 10. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you back here next week for another installation of What is Going On. Thank you so much.